What up, Wolfpac? It's your boy Tony. We back with another one. B.o.B. Airplanes 2 with Eminem. I do remember Airplanes by B.o.B. I have not heard this one with Eminem. So this is gonna be fun. And this song is like old as hell. So I can't believe I I haven't heard it, but I hadn't heard the Hills remix with The Weeknd and Eminem either. Yeah, so I appreciate y'all, man. Just continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you're new here, got a whole Eminem playlist, like over 100 videos on it. Check it out. Tell me what you feel, breakdowns and reactions all I mashed up into one. Any requests y'all got, put them down in the comments below. How you feel about this track, put them down in the comments below. Follow your boy on Twitter. Link in the description below. And if you're up for it, join the Patreon so you can get your request. And that link will be in the description below as well. Yeah. Let's get into it. B.o.B. I don't know where he at now, man. He had a moment though. Y'all know B.o.B. was hot for a minute. Bobby Wright. You know, Bobby Boy is Logic now. But yeah. I don't know what he on now, but I know he had a moment. Yeah. I'm sure he's still out there making music, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to hearing Eminem's verse on this. But yeah, Wolfpac. Without further ado, let's go.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Dreaming.
Even that chorus, the song's so old, never really listened to the lyrics like that, but like, can we pretend that airplanes in the nighttime are like shooting stars? Because I can really use a wish right now. Like, I want them to be so prevalent up there that I can just keep wishing, because they're up there all the time, like shooting stars. Because I need one. I need a miracle. She sounds really good singing it.
Yeah, let's pretend like it's 98. Like I'm eating lunch off a styrofoam tray. Trying to be the next rapper coming out the A. Hoping for a record deal to ignore my pain. Yeah, now let's pretend like I'm on the stage. And when my beat drops, everybody goes insane. Okay, and everybody know my name. And everywhere I go, people wanna hear me sing. Oh yeah, and I just dropped my new album. On the first week I did 500,000. Gold in the spring and diamond in the fall. And then a world tour just to top it all off. And let's pretend like they call me the greatest. Selling out arenas with big ass stages. And everybody love me and no one ever hated. Just try to use imagination.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky?
So he basically went through styrofoam plates, him in school wanting to rap, to him making it and him getting big, 500,000 first week. You know what I'm saying? And said go diamond by the fall, and like he said, let's pretend like everybody loved me and nobody hated. Like, let's pretend all of this actually happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it didn't.
Just try to use imagination.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
I love that chorus.
Let's pretend like this never happened. Like I never had dreams of being a rapper. Like I didn't write raps up in all of my classes. Like I never used to run away into the blackness now. Let's pretend like it.
Hold on. So he B.o.B. basically saying like, let's pretend like I never did all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I never actually went through all of that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't come out and sell a bunch of records. Like Like, let's pretend none of this actually happened to me. Then where would I be? Is what it seems like he's going for. Because then he would need the wishes.
All of my classes, like I never used to run away into the blackness now. Let's pretend like it was all good. Like I didn't live staring in the notebook. Like I did the things that I probably knew I should. But I ain't have neighbors, that's why they call it hood. Yeah, now let's pretend like I ain't got a name.
Instead of a neighborhood, in the hood you ain't got no neighbors. Or he said, I ain't had no neighbors. That's why they call it hood. It's just the hood, no neighborhood.
Before they ever call me B.o.B or A.K.A. Bobby Ray. I'm talking back before the mixtapes, before the videos and the deals and the fame. Before they ever once compared me to Andre. Before I ever got on my space. Before they ever noticed my face. So let's just pretend and make wishes out of airplanes.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars?
Shows you how old the song is. He said, before I got on MySpace. Damn. They said, let's pretend none of that happened, man. Then what?
Before they ever notice my face. So let's just pretend and make wishes out of airplanes.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now.
And it seems like yesterday.
Sing it, B.o.B.
Just a dream, but those days are gone. They're just memories. And it seems like yesterday. It was just a dream.
Oh, I hear Shady mix it in there.
Those days are gone. All right, let's pretend.
Sorry, goosebumps. Goosebumps. Whenever my boy come in, he cleared his throat like, hey, hey, like, y'all listening? like you ready? Like, I'm finna kill this shit. Like, let me get this off my chest. Come on, Shady. I love that. Like, it seemed like yesterday was just a dream, but those days are gone. They're just memories. Like, it did happen. It's not like that anymore.
And it seems like yesterday. It was just a dream, but those days are gone. Alright, let's pretend Marshall Mathers never picked up a pen. Let's pretend things would have been no different. Pretend he procrastinated, had no motivation. Pretend he just made excuses that were so paper thin they could blow away with the wind. Marshall, you're never gonna make it. Makes no sense to play the game, there ain't no way that you'll win. Pretend he just stayed outside all day and played with his friends. Pretend he even had a friend to say was his friend. And it wasn't time to move and schools weren't changing again. He wasn't socially awkward and just strange as a kid. He had a father and his mother wasn't crazy as shit. And he never dreamed he could rip stadiums and just lazy as shit. Fuck a talent show in the gymnasium, bitch. You won't amount to shit. Quit daydreaming, kid. You need to get your cranium checked. You're thinking like an alien, it just ain't realistic. Now pretend they ain't just make it.
Hey, Shady, this is what Shady does. First, the storytelling. You can't beat him storytelling. You can't beat him storytelling, and the range of his voice and how his delivery in it. Like, let's pretend like I didn't go through all of this shit. Like, let's pretend like this wasn't my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't experience all this. Like, people weren't telling me just like stop trying, and like people weren't fucking with me all the time in school and all that.
He wasn't socially awkward and just strange as a kid. He had a father and his mother wasn't crazy as shit. And he never dreamed he could rip stadiums and just lazy as shit. Fuck a talent show in the gymnasium, bitch. You won't amount to shit. Quit daydreaming, kid. You need to get your cranium checked. You're thinking like an alien, it just ain't realistic. Now pretend they ain't just make him angry with this shit. And there was no one he could even name when he's pissed it. And his alarm went off to wake him, but he didn't make it to the rap Olympics. Slept through his plane and he missed it. He's gonna have a hard time explaining to Haley and Laney these food stamps and his wick shit. Cause he never risked shit. He hoped and he wished it, but it didn't fall in his lap. So he ain't even here. He pretends that
Airplanes in the night sky.
Shady again with the storytelling. Let's pretend like my alarm didn't go off. I missed the rap Olympics, and I wasn't there to lose because he lost in the rap Olympics, and I wasn't there to throw that tape to that guy who gave that tape to Dr. Dre. Like, let's pretend like I didn't do it. Because now, without that happening, I got to explain to Haley and them about all this government assistance program that we finna be on because we broke. Like let's pretend like none of this shit happened. Let's pretend I was lazy. I didn't want to do this shit, and I never pursued it.
There was no one he could even name when he's pissed. Kid, you need to get your cranium checked. You're thinking like an alien, it just ain't realistic. Now pretend pain just make him angry with this shit. And there was no one he could even name when he's pissed it.
So let's pretend that there was no one to aim at when I was angry with all this ridicule that I got. Let's pretend that I didn't use my rage and go at motherfuckers how I did and become Slim Shady how I did. Let's pretend I didn't do none of that. Come on, bro. I can't even fathom. Like, people hate on my boy so much. I can't fathom hip hop without him. I can't. I'm sorry. And he's influenced so many that's come after him. Hip hop would be totally different. Totally different. Like, y'all know how many people would be not even rappers? And then how many people that those rappers influence to be rappers, and then that those rappers are influencing to be, like, you just can't pluck him out. Like I did that interview with Mouse and Dave Mays and them was talking that shit. And they like, they talking to Royce, running M's best friends, and they like, if Eminem was in it, that could be your spot. And Royce like, no, fuck it couldn't, because I'm on because of him. There is no Royce without him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't no 50. Like, he influenced Kendrick. He influenced Cole. He influenced the Hoxons and, what I'm saying, the Logics and all of that shit. Like, you just can't pluck him out and think shit is just going to be the same. Don't y'all watch the movies about timelines? You can't touch shit. Eminem know what I'm talking about. He a comic book fan. He knows you can't touch that shit. Shit gets fucked up. But I can't imagine it without him, man. That's a scary thought.
And his alarm went off to wake him, but he didn't make it to the Rap Olympics. Slept through his plane and he missed it. He's gonna have a hard time explaining to Haley and Laney these food stamps and this wick shit, cause he never risked shit. He hoped and he wished it, but it didn't fall in his lap, so he ain't even here. He pretends that
Airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars. I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. Can we pretend that
Basically, speaking on perseverance and drive, like he just hoped and wished that the shit came to him, and since it didn't fall in his lap, he ain't here. He didn't go for it. He didn't take chances. He didn't take them risks. You know what I'm saying? Let's pretend he didn't do all that, because if he didn't, he wouldn't be here. If he just sat there and wished and hoped that the stars, oh please help me, please get me out of this, it wasn't gonna work.
planes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now.
You can sing. That was it. That was dope. Storytelling by Shady. The storytelling by B.o.B. Both of them saying, like, let's pretend like I didn't do everything I had to do to get here. I wouldn't be here. Like, the journey is the movie. Like, it wasn't handed to him. And Eminem, he's been consistent with that shit. Even like song now, he got that song, The Last One Standing, where it's like, man, you thought I made it look easy. I got out the D, but you don't see all the hard work I put into this shit. You don't know what I went through to get out the D. And now that I'm here, like y'all say, y'all got this shit to say, but can't walk a mile in my shoes. That's why, man, when people get to just slap them, bro, it's just disrespectful. People leave them out the top 5. People leave them out the top 10. People, all this. Stop it. Stop. Your rapper can't compete. Your favorite rapper can't do it. But just because he raps fast doesn't mean he's hey, that's just a tool. That's just one tool. Oh, he only talks about his mom. He ain't talked about his mom in like 15 years. He's already apologized to his mama. Like, what y'all talking about? That's one song. Couple songs. But, you know what I'm saying? The mainstream one is cleaning up my closet. That's another tool. Storytelling, another tool. Like, y'all stop it, bro. Just stop it. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all tell me what y'all feel about this. Tell me what y'all feel. What other requests y'all got. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and turn on notifications. Check out the playlist. Wolfpac will be back. Let's go.